Hello, everybody. Welcome back to The Secret. I'm excited to be back. It's been about a week. I've had a lot of odds and ends to take care of. I's to dot, T's to cross, and I'm still working at it. But I thought it was important to maybe touch on summer solstice and the upcoming eclipse, the new moon in Cancer, on the 2nd of July. Month of Cancer. We are going through a lot. We're going through some incredible times, actually. We're reevaluating so much in our lives. We are looking at ourselves from a whole new perspective. We're really challenging so much about who we thought we were, what our abilities are, and where we think we need to be going. And this is opening us up to a whole new way of doing things, a whole new way of really seeing our lives. You know, a lot of things are falling away that just don't belong right now. The first 6 months has really had us going down this deep spiritual journey in which we were going through a lot of shadow work, right? A lot of shadow work was being done. We were looking at what security was, right? What security meant to us. We were looking at the attachment to things and the needing for outcomes. We were really digging into our ability to manifest things in our lives. And what does that look like? What does it take? What does it mean to get uncomfortable, right? Getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, getting out of our comfort zones, making serious changes and sticking to them. There's a lot of going back, falling back and then taking a step back and reevaluating, looking at things all over again. Do we really want to go in this direction? We had a lot of that. And we've had that right around this past week. I think this last week, many of us took stock of how far we've come and what we are going to do with the next 6 months. Because this new moon with the solar eclipse, right, is going to have us really setting things in motion, okay? What are we prepared to do? What are we prepared to put out there? What are we prepared to release and begin? And understanding that coming as we are, listening to that quiet voice inside, being comfortable with being our inner knowing and not worrying about being super prepared, overly this idea of perfectionism, which I've always had a problem with my entire life. And it can really, it stifles creativity. And if you're trying to do anything creative, you really have got to be in the flow. You've got to be able to be in touch with something that is really deep within. You got to follow your inner compass. You can't stop that or resist that, because it stifles, it actually cuts off and blocks that avenue, so that you don't allow those creative energies to come through naturally, right? So that's what this new moon with the eclipse is all about. What are you eclipsing out? The next 6 months is going to have us implementing all the things that we were working on the first 6 months. All that soul work, all that going within, all that journaling and doing and then redoing and then stopping and taking stock, and all of that we're now slowly going to be implementing. Some of you, it might be for the next, you still have this question about whether or not you're going to be moving forward. Is this new life, this new road, this new avenue going to be for you? Do you really need to work some things out? Is it going to be necessary for you to maybe meditate on some things a little bit more? If there's any uncertainties, any feelings of uncertainty at all, you just might need to go there. So I'm going to pull some cards, because over the next week, particularly on the full moon or the new moon, there's a lot about releasing the resistance, surrender, being in total surrender and total flow, allowing yourself to go through it, right? Never mind the perfectionism. Never mind, do I have it all now? Am I completely prepared? You know, am I going to ace this? You're more than ready. You have all the tools. You have everything that you ever needed to handle this road that you're about to take, or this relationship you're about to lead, or not necessarily lead, but this relationship you're about to partake in. It really is about a whole new world, a transformation, a purification. The decision to away from an old you, releasing those old skins, coming into new. The last 6 months was a hard road for a lot of us. It tested us in ways that I don't think many of us were prepared for, but we went through it. And we actually came out very surprised when we got to the other side, because we were stronger. We were a whole lot stronger. We were pushed to do things we didn't think we were ready for. And you haven't tasted anything yet. The next 6 months is going to be very much like that. New situations, new people, new ways of looking at love, new ways of being in the world, new ways of expressing ourselves, new ways of healing, new ways of living intuitively, really. I'm going to pull some cards. Now, Spirit, please join us as we do this. Pull a few cards too. in regards to this next week, this solar eclipse and the new moon in Cancer. What are the themes? I think now, okay, I have done some work with the cards before I got on to speak, and hostilities has come up for the third time. Any hostilities, anything that we have that's resting underneath the surface that we have to work through, needs to be taken a look at, a hard look, before we move forward. Hostilities that we have within ourselves for whatever reason, hostilities toward others, really, really need to be looked at. Where are they coming from and why are they there? What is the root cause? Let's clarify this, Spirit. Will you please clarify this for us? It's very mental, highly mental energy here. Like I said, being in balance, taking a look at where these irritations, feelings of anger, where are they coming from? Resentments, which is like poison. Poison. We must find a balance. Love. Using love to help heal the situation. For many of you, this is within a love situation. Being able to find a balance in this relationship if there's any toxic emotions that keep coming up, keep coming back to interfere with it. Anxieties. Old anxieties that need to be swept away. Fears. Fears of moving forward. Uncertainties, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You're sure and then you're not sure. You're sure and then you're not sure. Where is that coming from? Who's not being committed? Is it the person you're with? Is it you? Not committing because of these uncertainties, these feelings of insecurities, these anxieties, these hostilities. Here we go. Storm warning. Could there be something coming? A fight? An episode of anger? Something that brings out the worst in you. Be careful. Make sure you stay in balance. Watch out for those intense emotions. Watch out for those that bring out the worst in you. Also, for some of you, this is an extreme shift in thinking. This is like the tower. It's an epiphany that just hits you. Okay? Let's get some more clarification. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, envy. Where is this coming from? Somebody envious around you. Is there jealousy going on within your relationship that's causing this anger or this anxiety that's in your love relationship that really needs balance? Okay? Hostilities. Ooh. Looks like a lot of you are having something going on within your relationships, your twin flame relationships. It's being tested. And it's testing your resolve. It's really testing your resolve right now. This is about your spiritual journey and your twin flame journey, which is also a spiritual journey if this is what you are on. You are. And these are lessons. We have the Archangel Ariel opening your heart, as well as Raphael, the heart chakra. Balance, fairness, justice. You also might be in the middle of signing contracts. This might be a relationship that you are entering in. It could be in marriage as well as a divorce. No longer living together, ending it. You might also be dealing with a Libra personality. This is about love. This is about love. Definitely. It's confirming it. If you're a female out there watching this, it's about this man that you're with. And you're balancing the scales. But spirit is also balancing the scales of justice in this relationship. This is a twin flame journey, right? Love. We go balancing the scales. Hostilities, the anxiety, the anger, the envy. Something intense is coming. It's going to test you and your relationship in a big way. Are you prepared? Woman. It's a man and woman. Okay. The yin and the yang. This is definitely about, this is not about you yourself, which I don't think it is. This is about you, the hostilities and the anxiety and a huge storm warning in this relationship, and a lot of envy, jealousy is going on in this love relationship, which needs balance. Okay, love, the heart, right? This twin flame journey. See, contract that you're on with this man. It's needing a lot of patience and love to be able to get through this. I'm seeing here, everything I'm seeing here. Okay, we've got the yin and the yang, male and female being brought together, masculine, feminine balance. So if this is not something from within, it's definitely this female woman holding a heart. It's describing a relationship. Okay. Incredible. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. Okay. This is incredible. Right, Spirit, what more do we need to know? What more do we need to know? Resilience. Getting through it. Fruition. Things are coming to fruition. There's a road ahead of you. You can't necessarily see it. You can only see one step ahead of you, one moment at a time right now. But you need to have resilience and you gotta have patience before you see the fruition. Things are coming to fruition. It's blossoming. You're only able to see one step at a time. Traction. Right now, the way the energies are working, we're attracting things a lot faster than we ever did before. So watch your thoughts. Watch it. Now I just pulled all that from the other deck. Take action quickly. We're all going through a transformational process. It's huge. This eclipse is going to have a lot of stuff eclipsing out of our lives. Now, out of this deck, when I pulled, what was that? Maybe 8, 9 cards. It looked to me like a relationship, a twin flame relationship, which has a lot of hostilities, envy, jealousy, anxieties. What it showed us, what? It was calling for bringing balance, either beginning or ending a contract, and forgiveness. But more importantly, bridging the male and female aspects, the yin and the yang, as it showed us within yourself. Letting go of anxieties, letting go of any fears, letting go of any imbalances that we're carrying with us. It's not going to work where we're headed. It's just not going to work. The first 6 months, we've been working on ourselves so hard, going through all this soul work. Now we're back in this spot right now where we're making sure, is this what we want? We're looking over everything. We're taking a double look. We're making sure we didn't miss anything, that we've looked over everything. Are we certain that this is the road we're going to take? If it is, take action. It's the only way for you to attract anything. And when you do, it's going to start blossoming. Fruition is going to come quick, as long as you have the resilience to do it. But you're only going to be able to see one step at a time. This isn't about being over prepared and having all your ducks in a row. No, no. This is about feeling the flow. This is about doing things intuitively. You're going to have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Sorry. One step at a time. Beauty. Basking in the beauties of life. Living in the moment. Understanding the beauty of you. The beauties that you have to share. Stories you have to tell. The beauty of the love that you have in your life. Beauty's the dominant theme. Where do you see beauty? It's time for appreciation, gratitude. It builds and it attracts those things in the life that you're searching for. Patience is needed. See the road just ahead. And you're going to need to use your inner child. A lot of your answers are going to be found there. You're going to have to be innocent like a child. Begin to see the magic in life again. Discernment. Discern your situation. Discern the plans that you've made. Discern where you're headed, what your heart feels, what's true for you. Really make it that choice. What are your experiences telling you? What are you willing to, what are you willing to die for? What do you want to live for? It's time to reevaluate and look at some of the more majestic and deeper things in your life. Things you haven't really looked at. You've only scratched the surface. In the past 6 months, we've only barely scratched the surface. This is a very deep journey that we're all on. The void. It's hard to see what's ahead. You only know what you've got right now, this moment, this minute, this second. That's it. What are you going to do in that moment that you've got? Push for powerful change. Many of you are going to go through this powerful change, and others of you are considering this powerful change. Look at this. You've got something huge sitting in your way, and you're getting rid of it. It's going. It's going to eclipse right out. Right out. Bye. Say bye-bye. That's if you want creation. It's the beginning. Creation, a new life. New you. Ready. You have the tools. You're wise. There's a lot to bring forth. Don't think you're not ready or that you need to add anything more. No. You can do that as you go, little by little. You're ready just as you are. Come as you are. Get some more guidance from Spirit regarding this powerful new moon, solar eclipse. Here we are, just after the summer solstice, where we're rethinking what are we going to do with our lives? What are some things that we want to take chances on? That we've really wanted for so long, but we're too chicken to go get. What are we made of? What are you made of? Cleaning house. Now it's time going through the baggage, getting rid of the crap, getting all the stuff that's stagnant, things that no longer represents you. It just doesn't. It's time to let it go. It's time to get rid of things that hold you down, that connect you with old ways of being, old ways of seeing. It just doesn't belong there. All the clutter, get rid of it. Simplify, clean, get zen. Allow new energy to come in. Without getting rid of the old, there's no room for new to be brought in. None. Get ready. Seeing this, and I saw this in the storm card. A powerful epiphany is coming. And there's going to be some major changes showing up. Watch. Optimism and creative action. No fear. Going after what it is you want. Going after your dreams. Not being held back by anyone or anything. And forgiveness is going to be asked of you. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Let go of any old resentments. There's no room for that where you're going. There is none. No, resentments don't belong. They just don't. Why are you carrying them still? Whether that be for somebody else or yourself, but I'm feeling like a lot of you are carrying it for yourself. It's time to forgive. It's time to love yourself. Forgive. Let that stuff go. See, we're eclipsing these things out. The next 6 months is the next chapter of the first 6 months we've already been through. This big epiphany is coming. And action. Creative action. Letting go of the old. Letting go of old beliefs. Letting go of the clutter. Things that don't suit you. Things that don't represent you anymore. Things that don't belong. Finally, let go of it. Of anger, resentments, shit that you're holding on to, that you've held on to for a long time. Forgive yourself. Move on. Once you do that, you're going to feel light as a feather. It's opening yourself up and getting ready for it's like a purification process. Getting ready for the new. Okay? Hello. sexuality, friendships, feminine power. Bringing those things, the male and the female aspects together as a whole. Becoming the queen of your castle. Leading. Becoming the leader you should have been. That you should be. And this butterfly card goes right along with the beauty card. This is about showing people your beauty, who you are. This is about exploring the beauty in your life, moment to moment. This is about absorbing the beauty, the sacred beauty of life, moment to moment. We're like in a void, we're in the darkness, like the goddess of the moon tarot had showed us. The road is only being lit up one step at a time. We can't see further than that. We have to trust. We have to trust. We have to listen to our intuition. It's a scary thing. You have to come as you are or come not at all. Bring out that transformational beauty. This is what you've transformed in. Show the world. Show the world. Let go. Ego. Stop comparing yourself to others. There is nothing to compare. We all have our own road. We all have been down different paths. You can't compare yourself to the next person. You don't know where they've come from. You don't know what they've been through to get to where they're at. You still have a journey ahead of you. Don't compare yourself to others. Communication is going to be so important in the next 6 months. And you have to be like the dragon. You're going to have to pull out that leadership, that leader that's within you, that fire, that power. Hey, Crafty. Destroying illusions, seeking that which is sacred. It's the death of your former life into the new life. The old life eclipsing out. Okay. So now we have a male. We had here. There again. We see this yin and yang sort of thing. We see this male and female. These are standing for actual people, but they also stand for qualities within you. The sun and the moon, you know, the ego and the intuitive sides of us, right? A blend, a balance, bringing the two things together. Like intuition and action. Both sexuality, male sexual energy, very sexual. Heightened sexuality for sure. But most of all, the expectance of magic and transformation. synchronistic events and coincidence. It's a powerful, powerful solar eclipse. This new moon in Cancer is incredible. Make sure that you have really looked at where you're going and that you know that this is what you want. For a fact, that the road you've chosen is the one you want to continue on. Leaving anxieties at the door. Forgive yourself and let go of the baggage. Get rid of the shit. Get rid of the clutter. Get rid of the crap. Get rid of the old beliefs. They don't belong. It doesn't fit. They're not going to fit in this new life. You're going to have to really step up. You're really going to have to be strong. Okay? Taking strong creative action. A lot of you who are building businesses and starting new creative projects and new jobs, new lifestyles, powerful creative action. Major epiphanies coming. It's just going to hit you. Boom. Major transformation. Messages from spirit. So watch for them. Ask for them. Let go of that ugly ego. Allow the beauty of yourself through transformation come alive. We've been going through this soul work process for the last 6 months, redefining the way we see ourselves, redefining the way we see security, redefining the way we see moving forward and not needing to know the outcome. And that's what they're going to do. That's how Spirit's making it right now, by only letting us see one step ahead of us at a time. This way we're forced to go within the moment, in the flow of the moment, coming as we are without feeling like we need all this prep to come up and show up perfect. You've got what you need right here, right now. And it's inside, deep inside. The ego's got to go. Okay? There's no comparing yourself with somebody else. They have a whole other journey. That journey isn't your journey. All right, Crafty. Yeah, it's 6:45 p.m. over here in Seattle. So it's kind of early. I love you. Hey, Lily. Don't restrict yourself. Do not restrict yourself because of your wounded ego, your ego trips. Don't. There's so much beauty in you. If only you knew. Disruption. Major epiphanies, but also events in life of disruption should you restrict yourself and not allow forgiveness to come in and creative action to begin. This is passion and creativity and allowing that intuition to fire you up. Magic, coincidence, synchronistic events, letting go of old baggage, bullshit you don't need, and becoming that queen, sitting in her queendom, being the leader she's supposed to be. You're seeing this. over and over and over, aren't we? A balance in your life, getting rid of the old, taking stock of everything. Last 6 months, everything you've learned, everything that you have seen, everything that you have decided on moving forward. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure this is a relationship you want to stay in? Are you sure this is a place you want to live? Are you sure this is the job you're going to stay in, or this education you're going to get, or this thing you're going to go for? Are you sure? It's going to be very important because it marks a very important time, especially this next 6 months. But in a larger scope, what the decisions you make now, first of all, they're manifesting faster than ever because of the way the energies and the planet is moving. But think of the next 7 to 10 years. The things, the seeds that you sow right now are going to be felt that long, that far out. Be certain. Let's pull up, see what we can pull up here. The wisdom of the oracle. Asking Spirit to give us the information and the guidance that we need for this new moon, this solar eclipse. This time just after the summer solstice. Big times, big energies, big, 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 big. Woo! Again, soulmates. Let's bring up soulmates again. I think a lot of you are either thinking about soulmates, or you guys are really, a lot of you are on the spiritual journey, this twin flame journey. Not for you. What's been not for you? Then we get this peace card. Is this for you? We see this, it's like this chess, right? Trying to find a strategy. Let's get some deeper insight into this. First of all, I want to get clarification. Get clarification for the not for you spirit. Ooh. Pull out 2. No place like home. Poised, peace. No place like home. Not for you, and no place like home. Soulmates. Wow. Do you have a choice to make over your soulmate? Some of you do. Some of you have a choice between a career and the soulmate. And going back home, wherever that is. What does home mean to you? Let's real quick read from the wisdom of the oracle regarding not for you. By the way, when we get 2,000 subscribers, okay, 2 things. I have a coupon that I've just created for $25 off our readings or soul sessions. And I also have another deck in which I'm going to send to the winner The person, the individual that not only subscribed but shared and used the hashtag metaphysical moon or inspired intuition. Hello, Joy Diablo. So we're going to look at what not for you means to get a better, the essential meaning, a clear knowing that something is being denied you. Rejection is God's protection. Really interesting. The Oracle's message. There are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you work at something, the result you seek always seems to elude you. It's as if you don't really get to be in the game and you feel as if you're just watching from the sidelines. The appearance of this card indicates that you are not going to attain what you want right now. Ooh. That indeed your dreams for that exact thing will not be fulfilled. This is a time to radically accept that not everything is available to you when you want it. Take heart, for there are benevolent forces who desire the best for you and have a much clearer idea of what is for your highest good. Rejection is God's protection. Something much better will make you truly happy, that will make you truly happy, is on its way. Now, so this is regarding your relationship message, because we came up against soulmates. Some relationships carry an innate seed of failure in them that is obvious from the beginning, but the red flags escape your observation or you refuse to acknowledge them. When a relationship is not meant to be, it is not possible to make it be. Rejection is a sign that you're being protected by the divine. If you're the one who must reject another, remember that you must do so for both your sakes. For every pot, there is a lid. This one may not be the best fit. And in the prosperity message, you can strategize a project and systemize and invest all your time and energy, but sometimes your best laid plans seem to go awry. In spite of it all, keep in mind that no effort is wasted. Fast fail and learn from defeat, then keep going. You eventually will succeed, although perhaps not at this game, not at this time. Know when to fold your cards. Don't chase after what flees you. Don't obsess over what eludes you. Don't hang your head against a wall. There is nothing romantic about what is unavailable. No prize given for torturing yourself. And nothing to be gained by refusing to see the red flags that have been waving since you began your pursuit. Now is the time to walk away. There are other goals, other loves, other games, other successes waiting for you. The way of obsessing is radical acceptance, and surrender. Spirit wants only what's best for you. This is a sign that you have something much better waiting for you. Trust. And I believe this is why it's asking us to take a second look. And why we were brought this far. We may have been involved in something that has brought us this far, that has honed us, that has changed us, that has built us. And it brought us to this point for a reason. It's to be strong about something that is much needed in our lives at this time. What is that? Do we know? We may not know. This is why the light is only being shown one step at a time in front of us. There's this void. But what we do know is all the old, all of that the things that we no longer need or that's no longer fitting for us as we move forward is eclipsing out. I think this is a time for us to explore, to dabble, and to be creative, and to listen to spirit and to be intuitive. it really is time to make some big sweeping changes. But the question is, what are they? And are you ready for them? So I'm going to leave it there for right now. And I'm going to come back. Hopefully we'll be back later on tonight. If not, we'll be back in the morning. But I just wanted to get that out there. Yeah. Deep knowing. Again. The deep knowing. This is about deep knowing. And really, there's some things that need to go. There's something in your life that's not working that you might be sort of like this with, and it's got to go. Talk about eclipsing out, right? And I think you're going to see this. If it doesn't hit you hard like a strong epiphany, then it's going to be a physical, very real situation. For some of you, where you're going to come up against a moment where you're going to have to be careful you don't say something you don't want to say or behave in a way that you would not wish yourself to behave. Hold your head high. Take the high road. Know that Spirit is with you. Ask for guidance. Ask for protection. Ask for peace. And just let it go. Co-create with Spirit. Okay. We are co-creators. This is about creation. This is about our intuitive knowing. This is about building that flow and trusting in it, not needing to be perfect in it. Trusting that we have all the tools and the wisdom right now, and act on those impulses right now. Be creative, play, explore, see what's possible, and start getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. Okay? I love you guys. Let me leave you with one more message from the universe has your back. We're going to have more discussions about this eclipse and this new moon because it's coming at such a powerful time, just having the summer solstice and everything. This is huge. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. You see that? Yeah. When I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. So like I said, connect with that brings you joy. Connect with what is beautiful. Connect with that inner child. Connect with what moves you, what gets you in that creative, joyful, harmonious place. And that's going to be the right place to be right now. This is about experimenting. This is a very experiential time. So don't judge it. But keep a journal while you're at it. Explore and create. Be creative. You're going to find a new aspect of yourself and see how beautifully multifaceted you really are. This is a very important time. So make sure all the unhealthy things, let it go and go through this time of purification. Do those salt baths. Drink all that water. Eat water-based foods. Also, if you need to get grounded, eat foods that are grounding. Go outside with your barefoot, okay, into on the grass, in the sand. Get near water. Get fresh air, okay? You got this. You do. Mwah. I love you guys. I'll see you back soon. See you later, and I'll be back soon. Until later, thank you for coming back to the Sacred Raven. I love you. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And yeah, see each other soon, okay? I love you.